Hi, my name's Gemma and welcome to Belmont Chapel. I'm a youth worker here and this is where we meet, normally when it's not COVID times, but I'd love to show you around, so let's go. So this is the concourse. So normally the concourse is used on a Sunday morning to meet and to gather. We have tea and coffee over here and we kind of meet each other after we're coming in and out of the services. At the moment the concourse is being used and the kitchen that's attached for the hot food project, which is cooking hot dinners for people that need them during these times. As you can see, we've got loads of new hand sanitizer stations as well. So I'm going to pop some hand san on and then we'll go into the building. Let's go. Okay, so this is the auditorium. Now, on a regular Sunday, this is where we would meet and have our services. So in here, we sing our worship to God. We would pray together. We'd read the Bible together. Someone would come and share some teaching from the Bible. And this is where, when you picture church, this is kind of where it happens. So if you follow me, I'll show you some cool things. So this is our communion table. This is where we would share in communion. So communion is something that Christians do to remember Jesus's death and resurrection. It's a really important part of our worship time together. So that normally gets wheeled across and we have communion all together. And this down here is the baptistry. Now you can't see it right now because it's all covered up, but under here is like a little pool. And when people decide that they want to be a Christian and they decide that they want to follow Jesus, they get baptized. Now at Belmont, we do something called full immersion baptism. So that's where your whole body goes under the water and comes back up again. And it's very exciting. It's very fun. Yeah, it's a great day when we get to see people baptized. It hasn't happened for a while because of COVID, but we can't wait for it to happen soon. The other thing I'd like to show you in here, which is also really cool, is the Belmont Chapel studio. Now, as you know, the coronavirus means that actually we've not been meeting in person as usual, but we have an amazing team that do amazing things, and in here is where people come to film their bits for the Sunday service. So whether you're maybe taking the service, you're introducing stuff that's happening, whether you're praying, whether you're reading the Bible, whether you're doing the teaching, or whether you're leading us in worship, it all happens in this space here. So it's really important for us at the moment. So normally this would just be chairs, but it's been converted into a studio so that we can still meet and still worship and still praise God together, even though we're far apart. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the building. Hello, so this is the hall. Now, way before the auditorium was built, the hall is where we used to meet as a church. So they used to put all the chairs out. Behind these doors is a stage and all the worship, all the stuff that I talked about in the auditorium would happen in here. But now that we have the auditorium, we have this whole space free on a Sunday morning. So one of our kids groups, the 3 to 5s, called Take Off, this happens in this bit of the building normally on a Sunday. But during the week, this bit, the hall, is used by lots of different people. So during the week, it's used by toddler groups who come and meet and play. And you might be able to see the lines on the floor from when they were allowed to meet. A while back, we also use this bit of the hall for our youth group on a Friday night. So if you come on a Friday night, you might play football in here, you might play dodgeball in here, you might play volleyball in here. It's a really good space to be able to kick a ball about or throw a ball about. Now, normally that's what will be happening. Obviously, it's not happening at the moment, but yeah, this is what we use this bit of the building for. Let's go through to the lounge. So this is the lounge, and again, on a Sunday morning, this would be used for our 11 to 14s group. This is where we come and we read the Bible together. During the week, this is used as an extension to the hall. So mums and dads might come for toddlers and use the kitchen for tea and coffees. We do something called Bash and Bang, where children come and they get to play instruments and sing songs together. As you can see at the moment, is all set out for some kind of baby group toddler play, which was happening before lockdown. But we also use this bit on a Friday night as well with our 14 to 18s, and this is where their youth club happens, and they hang out here, and there's tuck and there's games and there's fun, and it's really good. But this is what this bit of the building is used for. People also hire it as well to run sessions and like teaching and those kind of things as well. We're going to go to the youth hall now and have a look at that. So this is the youth hall, and this is what we use as well for youth club. So sometimes we'll play table tennis in here, sometimes we'll play football in here, sometimes we'll run sessions on a Sunday in here. You'll notice there's a climbing wall as well. Sometimes we get that out. There's a little lounge bar area as well, and it's just a space for young people to come and to use on a Friday night and on a Sunday morning. So after kind of lockdown 1 was over, we were using this on a Sunday morning for 11 to 14s and on a Friday night for 11 to 18s. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but it's just a really cool space and really big and can be used pretty much for anything because there's not a lot in here, which is great. The last thing I want to show you is actually the church office, which sounds quite boring, but I'm going to tell you what happens there. So let's go. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is the church office. Now, the church office is all the way up those steps. We were going to go up, but we thought it was too much effort. And this is where the staff members of the church, like myself, like John, who you might know, the church manager, the person that's in charge of what we learn, the person that is in charge of administration at the church, and lots of other people use this bit of the building up here as their office, and that's where they work from. So Belmont is like kind of people work for Belmont, that's their job. They do various different things, and that helps the church run in the way that it needs to run. At the moment, people are working from home because that's what they're supposed to be doing, but normally, so there will be someone in the office all the time. So if you came by between like 8 and 5 on a normal day, someone would be there to chat to you or pray with you if that's what you wanted. But that's Belmont. I hope you've enjoyed our little tour. I hope I've been able to show you some cool things. We do lots of stuff, and lots of different people use our building for lots of different reasons, but hopefully I've showed you some of the reasons why we use our building and what we do in it. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you have a really lovely day.